yeah, most of my colleagues have talked about the meat of what we really want to do, and I will just delve into that a little bit more. The substance of really this alliance is forming this database, and the database is going to have three main components. They're going to be unfunded proposals that we would have there, and the reason why we decided to put unfunded proposals to put emphasis on that is because we want to bring ideas to life. We think these ideas are there amongst different organizations or amongst very small grassroots NGOs that are out there working, but they don't bring it out there. And I think we all know if we bring different ideas together, then there's high potential for innovation. And then we want to bring completed projects as well, because we want to learn from lessons. Projects that are completed, projects that are ongoing. We want to learn from lessons that NGOs, whether big or small, are doing in the field and how they're doing it. We want to put it out there so that people can see. And then this database is also going to be interactive. The interactive nature is going to be more like a forum where, you know, somebody in Bowtown, which is my hometown, can go to the internet and be like, I saw this proposal online, and I'm looking at, you know, very similar stuff. You know, what can you tell me more? What can I be doing? And then somebody on the other side from all over the place can say, well, this is how we did it, this is how it works. A big luncheon ceremony for, you know, say a day where we're going to launch this database globally, where our reach is, where we all three alliance organizations work, and then we're going to introduce this whole idea. And then so it's going to involve us bringing together small and big NGOs on the ground, so that they know of this information. So we're going to do a lot of campaigning to have this people know about what is out there. So it's going to involve small NGOs, big NGOs, very local ones, at, you know, very grassroots levels, basically. So that's that. And next.
So you may be asking yourself, this is great, but why would I want to do it? So we have a few incentives for organizations, especially the larger international organizations, that may think, well, this just seems like a lot of work, or I don't really want to share my information with my competitors. So the first incentive we came up with was a rating system, which we called Cooperate. And it's similar to Charity Navigator, which now rates organizations and their financials, and donors can go in Charity Navigator and see if you have a 4-star, 4 stars, then you're probably better to give to. So now we're going to rate them by their willingness to cooperate and share information. And the thought here is that the more public this goes, the more organizations will want to be part of it. And then donors will base their giving on where you rate and cooperate. The other idea is a marketplace for unfunded proposals. So you spent months on this big proposal for USAID and it didn't get funded. So what do you do with that information? You can put it on our database, and then there's a chance to have it actually be funded. And this is where the public comes in. It's a marketplace for ideas. The public can vote on which proposal they like the most. And then it can get funded up to a certain amount. You might think, well, I don't really want to share my ideas and not get credit for them. So there's an organization called Creative Commons, and they license ideas. It's similar to copyrights. So you can still have copyright of your idea, but other people can use it and distribute it as long as they give you credit for it. So we would work with them on how to ensure that each organization has a license for their idea. Another way to engage the public is to have like a one-click campaign. And this is, it's an advertising effect for organizations. And so you can list all your programs and your proposals, and the public can go in there and learn more about international development and read about what's going on the ground. And people will enter into our database and they have to sign up, and so we'll capture some critical demographics. And then we can capture how many times they click on certain things or who they're clicking for, so that we can then provide the organization with some information on who is interested in their projects. And finally, everyone likes to come together, so we thought we'd host an annual conference on knowledge management. It's where organizations can come together once a year to share new ideas and new trends in the field.
So where does this lead us? You have a proposal in front of you about what we feel to be a great way to connect us and to accentuate and focus on a way to come together rather than to work separately. So we're talking about building a global movement for collaboration. And how we're going to do that, as my colleagues have discussed, is to provide a platform for organizations to come together and to share knowledge. And this is really going to be a cultural shift for the organizations in the way that we've done business in the past. And it's up to us, or up to the organizations, to really make this happen. We have to take ownership and talk the talk and walk the walk, and get away from investing just in ourselves, but investing in what we want to do, which is development and bringing aid and relief and all the other good things that we do for people in the developing world. Partner with foundations to sustain this idea. We look to partner on an extensive basis to the greatest extent possible to reach these goals. We'd like to thank you for your time and for considering the proposal. Thank you very much.